I guess I'm fucking Diggle.
I love how your tragic flooding accentuates my cape flutter.
Darling, those GeekShow boys are talking marine biology again. Get me my pistol and put on my finest tuba stank album.
I thank you for your sacrifice.
Our very special guest, Olivia Wilde. My penis into my bedroom.
GeekShowPodcast.com.
There we go.
Hey, welcome to the basement. No.
This ain't the basement, Carrie.
This ain't the basement. This is Fan X. Thank you all for coming. Yeah.
You know that I love
So many
Spring Break 2009. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Lake Havasu forever. Spring Break. Fuck Spring Break 2009. Spring Break 2016. Oh! Yeah! I'm declaring it.
Whoa, wait.
Fuck Lake Havasu. Carrie, my flask says, just relax and accept the crazy.
God, the way you say that can get real creepy. Just relax.
Kate Beckinsale says just relax and accept the chocolate, right?
She can bring a fucking footlong for me.
I want Jimmy to tell that story in case you didn't get to see the Kate Beckinsale panel. He moderated it. And first of all, like, everybody backstage was like, oh, God, she's more beautiful than we imagined.
She walked in, and like every guy backstage was like, oh, shit.
Me and Jimmy.
And I'll say I was almost losing, because if you watch that panel, if they ever released the video of it, what's kind of interesting is that people would ask her questions from the audience, and she'd look at me the entire time while she was talking, and I was like, God, fuck, you're so hot.
Hi, Jimmy.
I didn't bring my lap blanket.
Jimmy.
Did you do my challenge?
What challenge?
Like at the like every time you go, I'm a married man.
I'm a married man. I know Shannon wanted me to just kind of fuck with her and be like, look, I'm flattered. I really am, but stop flirting with me.
I'm a married man.
I'm a married man.
And like pull out a picture of a cat, go, this is my wife. I'm a married man.
She's gonna high kick you right in the face.
But tell us the story.
Well, I mean, I said earlier, so sorry for repeating, but it wasn't recorded. But yeah, so someone asked her what her favorite prank to do is, because apparently she likes to prank people, and she says she likes to. Well, she said hypothetically, so she wouldn't go to prison. If you know someone really well, while they're sleeping, you pull their ass apart and put a piece of chocolate in there. And I was like, what the fuck?
Pull their ass apart.
Yeah.
So you have to sneak into their house.
Yeah, see, there's so many layers to this.
Get their
prank.
pants off, get their panties off, or whatever off.
No, she said you had to know them really well.
Yeah, I have to know them really well.
Can you imagine the lottery that you just won when you wake up and Kate Beckinsale spreading your butt cheeks? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just a prank.
Yeah.
We're friends now.
Yeah.
Good friends.
I'd mark that shit on my calendar. See, this will always be the day that Kate Beckinsale touched my ass.
Dear diary,
You mean sit there and you go, oh.
Dear diary, it's been
Hey, keep
14
going.
weeks since the Beckinsale incident.
Yeah. That's not a prank, that's a thanks.
Hang on. I got to write that down. That's the name of the episode, the Beckinsale incident.
So I think
I put a clock above my bed,
that one of those things, you know-
like Pacific Rim, and be like, number of days since Kate Beckinsale put a piece of chocolate.
put a chocolate bar in my ass.
And you wake up again, she's like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of those. Reset the clock. You always hear about people, the celebrity kissed my hand. You're like, I haven't washed my ass in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With us tonight.
I'm about 5 months away from a goal that's going to allow me to rock a Victor Freeze cosplay and stuff.
Sexy.
And Jimmy,
And-
you're cosplaying right now.
Yeah, I'm laughing moviegoer from Harley Quinn number 11.
Wait a minute. So wait, you're gonna cosplay Mr. Freeze?
Yes.
Can we call you Lisa's Freezes?
No.
Emails.
Keep in mind, this is a movie that decides to reveal some really cool shit by email.
But how else are they going to reveal it? Like have Aquaman come by on a on Shamu at fucking SeaWorld going, hey! You know, like, what were they going to do?
Listen to that
like working
reaction.
here.
They would have fucking loved
What,
it.
Cyborg is working at fucking tech support at LexCorp going, did you try turning it off and back on? Like, what the fuck? What were they going to fucking do? Like, how, right? There wasn't like a giant climatic battle. Like, if they all would have showed up, we were like, who the fuck are these people? What the hell is the guy from Game of Thrones doing here? I don't understand what's happening.
Khal Drogo, you can't swim. The ocean's dangerous to you, Gothraki.
And I know that's the movie. That's a movie that's going for the feels. You know that. You gotta know that.
Do you think they'll ever make a Giving Tree movie?
Oh God, no. Oh God, I hope.
Oh,
not.
God.
I read when I was in an emotionally fragile place. I read that book aloud to a bunch of kids,
Oh Jesus.
and I just started bawling, talking about what a crappy person that boy was.
Well, he was a little shit.
He was.
He was an asshole.
That poor goddamn ship, though. Every fucking
Now, technically, this is the first time that this enterprise has been destroyed.
the first
Technically.
it'll be destroyed 17,000 more times now.
I'm just saying, this is the first time for this one. So
Every time the Enterprise walks on the set, it's like, oh fuck.
I feel like what Shannon said a long time ago. He goes, I wonder what their insurance premium is.
well, their insurance premium is fine because this is the first time that it's been destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
All
great.
right. Anyway.
God called Geico. Blew up the fucking ship again, Geico.
Come on, Flo. Progressively.
Fuck.
Thank goodness that this actor has put himself forward
Jim J. Bullock?
to
Morgan Freeman.
to say, I will be more than happy to help your little film, your
The Star Wars.
Deadpool 2. I would be more than
Because it
happy.
needs help.
Oh, is this
I would happy to be Cable.
it's Mr. Perlman?
Nope.
No.
No?
Dolph
No,
fucking Lundgren.
Nope. Dolph has stepped in.
Because
Dolph
Ron
Lundgren.
Perlman wants in on this too.
Whoa. Let's back off on Dolph because he just made Kindergarten Cop 2. And,
Didn't
Yeah.
that go straight
Yeah.
to DVD?
All I can say is the last time Dolph Lundgren played a Marvel character, things didn't go so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Punisher.
why am I here?
But he's just stepped right up and said, I'll be your Cable
Cool.
for Deadpool 2.
Well, I thought you could say
I don't
I'll be
know.
your cable for food.
Honestly. Timing too.
Yeah, but Dolph Lundgren's, those sparks aren't firing off too fast.
No,
Right.
no, you're talking about his neurons in his brain, right?
But Ron Perlman is
Dolph Lundgren, doesn't he have like a PhD in chemistry?
I like chemicals.
One second. You guys knock Dolph Lundgren's intelligence. He has an IQ of 160.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That was in 1985.
yeah, it was before Rocky.
I don't give a shit how smart he is. He can't fucking act.
He does. He has a
right.
master's degree in chemical
Yeah,
engineering.
does he have a master's degree
Well,
in
okay,
acting?
so-
He won a Fulbright scholarship to MIT.
Yeah,
Not in acting.
Well, but he sounds stupid.
I smelled too many chemicals. That hurt my feelings. I have no emotion.
He was great in The Expendables.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. Nobody was great in that.
You shut your mouth.
Those movies were great.
Arnold was great in that.
I deserve an Oscar.
Those are great movies, but nobody was great in them. That's what made it great.
Yep.
Yeah, I beg to differ.
There's my friend Arnold.
We were both very good in this Expendables movie.
Let's go have a drink.
You're buying.
Yeah, because he's got all that Kindergarten Cop 2 money.
Obviously, you made more money on the Kindergarten Cop 2 than
that's
on
right.
the first one.
That's right. Dolph was in Kindergarten Cop 2 because he did it the way he got the part as Cable. He stepped right up and said, "I will do it."
I'll do it.
I hope I made you proud, Arnold.
You did a pretty good job.
No, I learned the hard way. You can get onto any set with a pizza costume. You just bring a box and a Domino's jacket. They'll
Oh,
let
you mean
right
a
in.
pizza man costume?
Not a pizza costume. Yeah, 'cause then you'll-
That's different.
Oh, you're here for the
Look at a
Godzilla
giant
movie.
slice of pizza. I'm supposed to be here.
I'm here to play Cable.
I heard that his next project,
Yes.
Old Dolph's, Twins 2.
Twins too.
Him and Rhea Perlman.
Why is he just going around doing my sloppy seconds?
I can do it better.
You can't do it better.
Danny DeVito's-
Would you like to know the chemical composition of your drink you're drinking?
I
I
didn't
can
know
do
it's
that.
H2O. I only drink water. For that reason, because I know what it is.
What I can tell you that, but I can't act. I just can't.
Congratulations on your Fulbright scholarship at MIT.
I'm broke.
Did you know, Arnold, that you're the only person that I can get acting tips from?
I'm the only person everyone should be getting acting tips from. See how good everyone's doing?
You've just played Man Rolling Downhill.
He is able to do all this using quantum access capability. Technology.
Those words do exist separately.
Basiago claims there are two versions, one that lets you physically travel through time, that's courtesy of Tesla's secret papers, and another dubbed Chronovision that works like a hologram, enabling you to connect with a time or place without being physically present.
Man.
Isn't that special?
That is a hell of an acid trip.
Well, I
You're
got
reading
you.
this, and I'm going, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what Chronovision would do for the prawn industry? So they're like, I'm going to watch Joan of Arc
Wait a
fuck.
minute. Seriously, you watch all these people fucking, there's all these like holograms just around
Yeah.
it.
What? Wait, I have a feeling somebody's watching me watch somebody else fuck.
I like him hairy.
Who would you
Give me back
watch?
to the 70s. Give me the Chronovision and turn it to the 70s channel.
I can't think of who I'd watch.
Dude, give yourself 10 minutes. You'll think of plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe and
You might-
JFK.
some people will be like,
Okay, all right. Yeah,
I
that'd be-
want to watch. Some people would be like, I think I want to watch Young B fuck somebody because I really had it going on.
They're just going at it. They just turn to the left. You're sitting there getting a hologram, like smoking cigarettes. Yeah, get it, John.
I would go back and watch Young Me fuck, and I would give Young Me tips.
Yeah.
I would-
Higher and to the left.
I'd be like,
Yeah, you just be like, oh, God, what are you doing?
I'd be like, don't pull out on this one. Seriously,
No.
she's the right one.
Shannon, they hate it when you cry.
There's gonna be somebody like that just abuses it, and he's just like, yeah, Dave, eat that apple.
I'd be going back to see. I would be going back to see if Cleopatra really did have a grape trumpet for the orgy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd go, okay. All right, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I don't know why all my time
I'm
covers.
thinking caveman.
I don't know why mine always sound like
know.
old smokers. Yeah, get it there.
Yeah, the only problem with watching anything with the Neanderthals, chances are one of the Neanderthals' name is Dave. He's going to shit something shaped like an apple and eat it. So,
Yep. Never fails.
always Dave.
And he's not doing it to be funny either.
Where's your father? Watching caveman fuck.
Marilyn,
Again?
Upstairs watching cavemen.
Marilyn Monroe and JFK. That would be wrong.
And you know, there's always those weird ass fetishists that are into different things. There's gonna be people that are using Chronovision to watch people pee. There's gonna be people watching Chronovision to watch people jerk off. There's gonna be people watching Chronovision to watch people file their taxes.
You're gonna watch Neanderthals like, man, Geico doesn't have this right at all.
Yeah.
No, but
These guys
strangely,
can't play tennis.
Stanley Kubrick got it all right in 2001.
Did he?
Oh yeah, everybody's trying to touch that monolith.
Oh, you know,
Ooh, look at you.
my fear would be is like you go back to watch Neanderthals fuck, and it's like it's Edward James Olmos because they crashed the goddamn
Oh, the Galactica.
Galactica. Edward James Olmos
Yeah.
fucking a Neanderthal lady.
Yep.
You like that?
So say we all.
I've got to create. We're creating a new race, you and I.
You go back, you go back to look at 20,000. Go back to look 20,000 years ago, and they're all sitting there with tea. Oh, hello. Look, it's the Chronovision chaps again.
Oh, they're back.
I guess we better get to fucking.
Yeah, you wily scamps. Let me give you a high rod ring.
So this is what technology is for the future, eh?
I'm
Have
glad
you seen fire?
we invented that.
It's awesome.
Wait, did you say rod ring?
Yes, yeah, Roderick.
Yes, Roderick.
Yes.
Currently, we invented the fire. We're
Well,
living,
actually, let me introduce you to this. Roderick's fucking.
we recently invented.
Actually, isn't Rodering like anal?
I will Roger you roundly.
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
really?
fucking.
Is it really rodgering?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
So like, wait. So
no, seriously though, we will put down a date stamp so people can come back and watch
Yeah.
on Chronovision.
Hold up a newspaper while you're fucking.
Yeah.
That's what you
Like
need.
proof of
so,
life.
So the chrononauts know what they.
well, you know what would be cool is if you could like watch, you could do Chronovision and watch people fuck, but like have like a picture, like and like watch them fade away, like and like maybe if they
Like if you spooked them,
if you spooked them and then like maybe
like if they were fucking, they go, whoo, all of a sudden, like you just start fading out the picture like Marty McFly.
Yeah, yeah,
I got
that'd
it.
be fucking
You're
cool,
fucking,
man.
You're fucking with the time.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I think with Chronovision you're just watching. You're not actually influencing or altering.
Oh, so you're just
You're not like
Yeah.
Princess Leia. Like,
Oh, yeah.
just a little hologram. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're Hayden Christensen hologram.
Yeah, you're not actually visible to them. I mean, somebody who. But maybe that's why we all think there's ghosts. You know, those people that are really paranoid.
Oh.
They're feeling like they're being watched.
Oh my
And
god.
It's
so
the
all this time,
chrononauts are watching
it's been
you.
chrononauts.
Goddamn dirty ass chrononauts.
Yeah.
Chrono ghosts.
Because you know how it is right now. Like, porn used to be really professional, right? Now it's all amateur shit,
You know,
right?
this makes sense because, you know, I was attractive when I used to believe in ghosts,
Right.
and now I'm not attractive and I don't believe in ghosts.
Fuck.
You're like, I haven't seen a ghost since I let myself go.
Exactly.
We got time
what's happened.
spooks. Time spooks,
Time
man.
pervs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people
Time
say they've
pervs.
seen ghosts and they were not attractive.
No, but
okay.
they will be when they stop believing in ghosts. It's
Yeah,
the same
That's
thing.
the thing.
It's you know, crisscross.
All right.
Yeah.
God
So-
damn, I like our science.
so if
I
you-
like our science
Well,
talks.
Our
According-
science. We should
according-
run for president.
Yeah, according to our science, if you don't want to be watched by ghosts,
Get ugly.
lose your, just let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
Let it
or
all
get
go.
fit.
No, then
Either
you'll
way.
then you'll be watched by ghosts.
Yeah, you'll be
But
like,
they're
maybe
not
you
ghosts,
want to
they're
be.
holograms.
Maybe that'll help
If
your
you want to be
They're not holograms. No one can see
No,
them. They're
they're not.
watching with spectacles,
Chronovision.
goggles.
Holograms.
All right.
Now that the hologram's coming after the Spectre Vision because then you can project your hologram back so people can watch you watching them.
Listen, I was just trying to present a good presidential candidate, and you guys turned it to porn.
Yeah.
oh shit, not again.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. I went to a New Age bar in Provo, the Jonathan Livingston Seagulls. It was terrible. Just,
Speaking of Channing
It was
Tatum,
hard. It's like it was hard to find the entrance.
Well, you have to have
I'm trying to find an interest in Channing
No, I
Tatum.
the only way you can find an entrance to that bar is you have
I
to have
just
a
gotta
Falcon.
give a shout out,
Okay,
man.
never mind.
Sorry,
that.
sorry, dude.
Jesus Christ. I was setting up an excellent Jonathan Livingston Seagull joke, and you wouldn't
And I
shut the
fucking
fuck
ruined
up.
Shannon.
You wouldn't shut. You saw my lips moving, and you kept talking. I was looking right
I was looking
at
right
you.
at you. I'm sorry.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
No, I'm being yelled at. I deserve it.
And it was a Falcon reference as well.
I fucked it all
Oh,
up.
now you pissed me off.
I want to hear it.
He just no.
I'll sit in time now.
Well, why are you punishing me? I was being quiet.
I want to hear about birds.
It was about birds. It was a punchline about birds.
It could have been, if you believe in infinite realities, there are 5,000 geek shows in infinite realities where Terry got to tell his joke.
And it was a hit.
Imagine how happy alternately is.
It was a hit with people who read Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
I read that every night.
So there were maybe 5.
Yeah.
And on those other realities, like the show's super popular now.
New Age people, like Shirley MacLaine is now a panelist.
And we all have British accents.
And finally this.
I'm really sorry, Carrie.
You wouldn't have got it anyway because you didn't read the book.
I did read the book, actually. I've read
did?
it about 6 times.
Oh, really?
Well, then let's do the fucking bit.
What book are we talking
No,
about?
it'll be a letdown now.
You've hyped it up too
That was
much.
that was actually what
I
it
think
was.
it was good because you were pissed.
I've got more onlookers. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'm talking about whale dick. Shut up.
Unfortunately, Jonathan Livingston Seagull is what Shannon was reading during the stroke victim incident.
Well, see, you said it's difficult to get into the club.
Yes.
And my answer was going to be, it is difficult. You have to have a falcon's short wings, which is a direct. Never mind. See, I told you it would let down. It would let down. Actually,
I don't feel bad
actually,
anymore.
I thank Shannon. I thank Shannon. I appreciate it now.
I ain't even gonna lie.
This, fuck you,
Because-
Carrie. I like that.
I ain't even gonna lie.
I think I helped you. I think like my spider sense went off.
That
or
would have
something.
just
Here's
tanked
what Mackie thinks of your joke.
completely. That would have tanked completely. So, all right.
Shit.
all right.
Nah, bruh.
I'm not even going to tell you about time traveling bong now.
Man, you guys are grief hysterical.
Fuck.
I feel like Lee's on a different show than
Guys, I'm sorry. I've been hanging out with. I'm going to apologize right here and now. I've been hanging out with a stroke victim for a week,
Yeah.
and
I hate
think
it when you call me that.
I caught Shannon attempting to jerk off last Friday.
Getting that drift.
I think that makes you the stroke victim.
No, I enjoyed it.
Tony.
Did you get
Tony
it?
Eccles
I
with
got
the
it.
zingers today.
Yeah.
Is that
He's
also
got the
is
zingers.
that also a callback to Palm Balm? They're
All right,
here.
should I look up some movies?
Yes. No. No, you should not look up some movies.
Because every time I try to help, It turns to porn.
It turns to porn, and I don't understand why. But
Every time I try to help, it turns to porn.
turns
the
to
Shannon
porn.
Barneson story,
It turns-
ladies
That
and
might-
gentlemen,
that's-
now available.
what would make Judge Dredd better?
Get the
Judge
fuck-
Death.
Oh my god, I saw the headline.
Yeah.
Judge
Oh
Death.
my god, I saw
Judge Death.
If I were to add
Christopher Walken.
Predator,
Oh,
What?
and how about if I were to add Aliens?
in a movie?
No, in a comic book.
No, fuck it. I don't care then. I don't care.
Because my favorite comic book to this day is Judge Dredd and Batman.
Judge Dredd
That was
Batman?
good.
It was a crossover, Judge
Oh.
Dredd and Batman. Somehow Batman ended up in the Mega Block, and Judge Dredd actually hangs the Scarecrow at the end of it
Ooh.
and lights his body on fire.
It's not canon.
He
No,
deserved
I don't
it.
think it's canonical at all.
It's not canon.
Yeah.
Not canon.
And Batman at one point looks at Scarecrow's body and goes, "Huh," and just walks away.
Wouldn't that be the only way we're going to get another Judge Dredd movie? That's like, okay, you can have Judge Dredd, but you need Predator, you need Alien, and you need like 17 other franchises crammed in there, so we'll make another Judge Dredd movie.
Jason versus Freddy versus Michael versus Alien versus Predator versus Ash
Versus Rugrats.
You'll
Versus
wanna-
GoBot.
Rogue One.
or Rouge One, as some bloggers call it.
Are some bloggers calling it Rouge?
No,
One?
because they're
I did it
stupid
one
and they
time.
can't spell.
I misspelled it. I have to admit it.
You were playing though. I thought.
Huh?
I thought you were playing.
No, I fucked up.
No,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
no, you were playing.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
You don't make mistakes.
Yeah, you were playing.
All right. Well, it was Entertainment Weekly that has been breaking all of this. The first thing that they announced at the beginning of the week, I think it was Monday, was that Darth Vader will be in it.
Nice.
Now that was just a rumor for a long time, and
Just
I
for
was
the musical number.
I wasn't about to report it until I got it from an actual source.
Yep.
We're last on this, but I don't care. We're right.
This ties in so well with the Darth Vader comic
Yes.
because the whole Darth Vader comic is 25 issues of him dealing with the Emperor's disappointment in his failure with the Death Star and dealing with all the rivals that the Emperor's been setting up to take his place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what's going on with Rogue One. Not so much the rivals that are being set up to take the place, the rivals that want to take his place.
Well,
I just wonder if he dies in this one.
I don't think so.
No,
Probably not.
Well,
no.
Yeah.
But we do know from Rebels that he's had his ass kicked a couple of times.
he has.
That is true.
He is not the main villain in Rogue One.
No.
The main villain is, let's see if I got the name correct here. It's
George Lucas.
Director Krennic.
Yeah.
Director Krennic, played by Ben Mendelsohn.
Yes.
It says Vader. Here's the director's or the writer is talking to Entertainment Weekly. Darth Vader kind of looms large over the plot, even when he's not necessarily on screen, because the new villain, played by Ben Mendelsohn, is trying to fulfill the wishes of the Emperor, and he's got kind of Vader looming in the background over his shoulder, making sure he gets the job done.
Do you have those TPS reports?
Vader's got his like red stapler.
Did you finish payroll?
We're gonna have to move you to the sub basement.
Yeah, if you could just stay late, that'd be great.
That would be great.
Vader is not an office manager. He's more of an executive vice president.
He really is.
I'm having trouble at home.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say.
We've seen you've been missing a lot of work. I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Darth.
What is it you do here? All right. Sorry. Yeah.
I talk to the people.
Talk to Betty in accounting and get your last check.
Wild theories about the identity of Supreme Leader Snoke
His name is Snoke. That's all you need to know.
has been bandied about.
Who is this guy?
You know those.
Yeah.
And then
Handle a mystery.
when someone
I like your voice that you do.
when someone asks that question,
Thanks.
then some guy like that feels like he has to create a movie in his head that will,
Obviously, he's
that will disappoint him.
He's the son of the Emperor.
Sound the alarms.
It's Ezra Bridger from Rebels.
Yeah, see, it's shit like that.
He was stuck in an air duct for 60 years, and that's where his scars came
Yeah.
from.
Snoke.
Who will he become?
Is Forrest Whitaker here?
I know, it's like he's here.
I liked your work in Ghost Dog, Mr. Whitaker.
If you could
So-
perfect the lazy eye, that'd be awesome.
So
You were great in witness protection.
So everyone on the internet and people I run into have all been saying that Snoke is Darth Plagueis.
Nope.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
I don't even know who that is.
I've heard Vader too.
What's this about plagiarism?
Now, Darth Plagueis
Plagiarism
is the master of Palpatine, and
Darth
he's
Sidious.
mentioned in Revenge of the Sith. That's why you guys don't remember.
Yeah.
But Pablo Hidalgo, your friend,
I love Pablo.
he's like in charge of
He's the continuity expert.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was asked point blank, my real question, put to rest, did Plagueis' spirit survive physical death through the dark side? Pablo replies,
This is the best exchange ever.
he was said to possess the ability to keep loved ones from dying, not himself. His apprentice killed him.
His apprentice being Darth Sidious, Emperor Palpatine.
The next person said, right, but those words were spoken by a lying, manipulative sumbitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of 'em a bitch.
Pablo says, I suppose, but by that extension, that's the only proof that this character even ever existed.
That
So,
same line, some bitch.
Then another person jumped in, said, in that voice, you didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
Is he actually dead, or does Sidious think he's dead? Pablo. I said Sidious killed Plagueis. He killed him. Killed. As in to kill.
As in-
like
Wait.
there was killing.
But
He's
what about
dead.
ghosts?
Is this the Pablo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Wait,
there
there's a guy in the
but
Star
wait.
Trek or Star Wars universe named Pablo.
No, he's
He's the continuity.
He's the continuity.
He's the continuity.
I was about to say, I'm like,
But when they
and he comes
Pablo
to
Calrissian.
and he does a bunch of panels at Salt Lake Comic Con.
He's written the visual dictionaries for the last couple of Star Wars movies, and when he said a couple like 6 months ago, somebody said, "Who was Snoke?" and he said, "Snoke is a character who has never existed in any way, shape, or form in the Star Wars universe. He is Snoke. That is it.
And
he
that-
is not somebody else.
And that should put the end of it.
There's
right?
a mystery there." And that mystery will be unfolded over the next couple of movies.
So
You know, the
stop
Bloodlines-
digging.
The
But when they
Princess-
submitted those questions, were they in the right font?
Look, if you want to get upset about something, I've got something.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
this.
Let's fucking.
And Lee's head is going to explode because out of all of us here at this table,
Damn
he's
it.
going to be the most mad.
All right, somebody go-
They found me?
No. Now there's Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yes.
The new one, right?
Yeah.
It went his head.
Episode 7.
A movie at the center of many controversies.
Shouldn't be because it's a phenomenal movie.
I agree.
Move on.
What controversies is the question?
Well, but see, this is the actual. This is a.
There,
The biggest one?
Is this one
there, are
of them?
there are some dorks out there that are upset because it strips out the expanded universe continuity, so they can't allow themselves.
off.
They can't allow themselves to
This
enjoy
is-
something good.
This is nothing compared to.
Okay.
I read all these books for 20 years.
You ready?
Yeah.
This is my life.
And you still had a good time reading them, so fuck off.
Yeah,
And you were
right?
also told from the beginning they weren't canon.
Ugh.
You know the opening crawl, the
Yeah.
the words that
Yeah.
fly into space.
Yeah.
Are you fucking? Go.
Hold it.
Oh my god.
I'm listening.
It's the wrong font.
Oh Jesus!
Are you fucking
Wait,
kidding
what?
me?
What, in episode 7?
I can't believe this is the wrong
Is it Times New Roman?
It's Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. That's
No,
weird.
it's wing.
Hey now.
It's
Wingdings.
wingdings, yeah.
These wingdings. Ugh.
There is a whole breakout online,
Can't believe this.
which includes a discussion of the original crawl
Oh my god.
and the amount of effort it has gone into repeating it.
Okay.
I'll get you, Abrams.
You see, they used News Gothic
Yeah.
instead of Universe.
Okay.
If the text in Star Wars is upsetting your day, I'm going to say it, kill yourself.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm
sorry.
gonna lay something down because I am in the unique position to say this. I took 6 months worth of lettering classes in college.
Okay.
This is something I don't even teach in college anymore.
I'm going to make
Like,
my
I
own
had
Star
to
Wars
use,
scroll
I had
one
to
day.
use a 3-inch wide brush to learn how to do and to graduate from this class, to pass this class. You had to be able to do like 200 different fonts, 6 inches high with a fan brush, right?
Okay.
So as I'm sitting there watching episode 7, the first thing to go through my head, I've watched that movie 14 times. Never once did I say, that's the wrong font. I said, that's Star Wars! And that's the reaction you're supposed to have. If you're going to sit there and criticize the font,
Right.
fucking put a pistol in your mouth.
No, you're
Even if it's a Nerf pistol, I'm not telling
No.
you should die. I'm just saying.
no.
die.
Your response.
I'd say kill yourself.
Your response should have been, the S's and R's are very different. Overall, it's boxier and feels more staid and less urgent.
Oh my God!
You know what my complaint is about Episode 7? The 6 times I saw it in theaters, I couldn't hear what was going on because all the fucking knuckle draggers that talk through movies. We've got bigger problems in movies to worry about than the fucking font in Star Wars.
But
you let me say what I want in my movies.
But here's the thing:
there is no thing.
They
There's
went
only
to,
Zool.
no. This is the internet talking. They went to all the trouble to make this movie look like a Star Wars movie, and they couldn't get this right. However, on the Star Wars website, there's the little feature in the game section called Create a Crawl.
Yeah.
And I did this. The Star Wars website got the correct font, but J.J. Abrams didn't.
That was
Who fucking cares? Like,
I bet they.
here's the thing. So
God, I can't believe this is a topic.
It's a thing. Can you
so,
believe it?
No, I
I'll
can't.
say
I
it
can't
again.
believe it.
Kill yourself.
Any-
I hope
yeah.
the Rogue One crawl is in cursive.
Well, it's the man.
Just
Well,
fuck
hey,
it.
nobody under
you know what?
nobody under 30 is gonna be able to read it.
Maybe in the director's cut of Force Awakens, they'll have the right font.
Maybe they can
care.
correct this egregious
Yeah.
problem.
These are
Yeah,
things,
maybe then.
These are things that
Can
I
you
worry
imagine-
about, and I don't worry about the. I mean, I didn't notice that it was off.
Can you
All I-
imagine even like they're like, oh. Like, I can't even imagine. Like you've got so much not shit going on in your life
Let me
that you're
vent my
just like,
impotent rage.
You might not like me saying kill yourself because of font, but if you're watching a movie and it was a great movie and there's so much shit going on in this world right now. It was okay. And that was a great shut up. But you know what? I am going to say if the font disturbs you, you're not doing life well. End it. Maybe the next one will be better.
Yeah.
well, and my thing is, and I've said this for many years, like over the last 3 years, get some real fucking problems.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'm not
I
gonna
got
say, I'm not gonna
99
say,
problems, but a font ain't one. I'll tell you right now.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say kill yourself. I'm gonna say get some other problems.
I'm going to
It's
say it.
ooh.
Kill yourself. I don't want you around.
All right.
I'd say it's not necessarily the right direction to go, but yeah, maybe you need to refocus that energy into something like
Here's here's some.
If
You've changed the font. What will it become?
don't make me angry again, Carrie.
Carrie will be excited because they have the Blues Brothers double features on Blu-ray.
Oh, there's
No.
only one.
No.
There's only one Blues Brothers
There's
movie.
only-
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I don't unless it's a special
Did you-
concert film that you're talking about along with the original Blues
Yeah.
Brothers.
No, it's the one where John Goodman.
No, that didn't
You
happen.
gotta fucking issue a trigger warning.
That fucking
You
movie.
bring up that other
That
fucking
movie did
with
not
Gary.
happen.
But look, the picture's
don't
right
show
there.
us the goddamn thing.
Are you talking about Blues Brothers 2000?
What happened?
The last.
Didn't happen.
All right, Carrie,
Didn't happen,
Carrie,
Captain.
Carrie. Look at me.
Oh, that's
Look at
terrible.
me. He's just making shit up.
I know he is.
That
That's
never
not a real
happened.
thing.
There was
No
never.
one-
But there's
No
a
one-
picture, like right
No,
here.
that's
He
Photoshop.
photoshopped that. No one
Why
would
would they
put
do that,
John
Gary?
Goodman in a Blues
No
Brothers
one
movie.
would do that.
No,
Why would
no.
they-
I don't even think John Belushi had a brother.
No, he did not. There was
His name
never,
was Jim.
ever another.
I
Blues
know.
Brothers movie.
I know. You're
There was
right.
never another Highlander movie.
And he just,
There
you know,
was-
he gets
guys!
he gets mean sometimes, and that's
I know.
So.
We've worked so hard to scrub
God, remember
all the fucking
You know what? If you got a
existence
complaint,
from
give
his
it to Olaf. All right.
Remember that time we had to go to Video Verns and haul Carrie out because he went into that apoplectic shock?
life. What is this? what is this?
Now Tony will
What
be.
the fuck is this?
No, we've talked about Lee's Highlander 2 situation in the theater.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where he stood up and shouted, "This is bullshit," and ran out.
I sat back down.
Well, he
I
sat
just
back down,
I just
but
yelled a lot.
But
Yeah.
everybody else in the theater was like, "Oh fuck, that guy's gonna kill us."
No, they were all
And
very
that's before
quiet.
white guys were killing people in theaters.
Yeah, well, I wasn't a teenager. They had nothing to worry about.
When the movie that doesn't exist existed,
Blues Brothers
That
2000.
alternate dimension.
and I was working a weird shift at a radio station, so I had to go by myself. Luckily, and it was like a matinee or something. I just remember being the only one in the theater and yelling no an awful lot.
And that's how Carrie got arrested for masturbating
Yeah.
in the theater.
And I would just imagine you sitting there and one tear rolls down
Yes.
your cheek.
Yes.
Oh, like the Indian where it's like.
Don't
And-
waste Utah.
Carrie saw his pollution.
And my "this is bullshit" moment
Yeah.
when somehow Elwood is able to turn the Bluesmobile into a submarine. Yeah, that happened.
No, Carrie, it didn't happen.
No,
Look at
it
me.
Didn't happen.
Look at me.
Didn't happen.
Alpha. Alpha. Rusty Trike.
Rusty trombone.
Rusty trombone.
So he's activating the
Yeah.
erasing
9.
sequence.
This is the fail-safe.
Beaver time.
1. Stagecoach.
12:13.
Thank you. All right.
That's all.
Blues Brothers 2000. Oh, fuck, I must.
There it goes again.
What else is available?
The last thing is Tony's going to love this one. Conan, The Complete Quest is now on Blu-ray.
So what movies? What is that?
That's Conan 2000.
Oh,
What?
What?
Did he? Did he? Did he have a submarine too?
That's called Hercules in
No,
New York.
It's just it's just called Conan: The Complete Quest, and it's the Barbarian and the Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
How it's 2 movies, a complete quest. It's like he went out, he found some guys to hang out with. Grace Jones kicked.
I did a couple errands.
Come here, Magic Johnson. Let's go on. Let's
It's
go on
like-
a little thing.
I feel as though I've crossed my enemies, seen them driven before me, and heard the lamentations of their women.
Remind me.
My quest is over.
I need to pick that up for my attorney. He will love that.
Yeah.
Okay. We good?
Boom.
That's it.
Stagecoach 9.
Remember the last part of the activation trigger, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. That's all he cares.
That's right.
And I'm also working on a new series of art for those of you who've been asking for.
Oh
it.
yes, I'm
The
excited.
3rd tier characters of Masters of the Universe. I'll be debuting that.
Oh, cool.
I'll be debuting that with Clamp Champ and Stinkor.
You gonna have Fisto
Love
in there?
Stinkor.
Fisto will definitely be there.
Yes.
Stinkor is my favorite.
Stinkor
Fisto.
is so fantastic. But Clamp Champ, because he was the only gentleman of African descent on Eternia.
Would it be African?
Well, it's Space Africa. So whatever.
was the
same place Finn comes from. Space Africa.
What was the kung fu? There was a kung fu one.
That was Chopper or
Chopper.
yeah.
It's like that droid from Rebels.
Yeah. Or his name might have been Karatai.
It was something stupid
Yeah.
like that.
You're gonna do Buzz Off as well?
Buzz Off.
Oh, yeah, Buzz
definitely
Off's gotta be
happening.
there.
Nice.
Definitely happening.
Woo! Moss Man, motherfucker.
Mossman was fantastic. What was great about the 3rd tier characters is they were all remolds. They're all the same molds as previous characters with different armor plates and different paint jobs. So Stinkor is Merman, but he's wearing Man-at-Arms chest plate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And just
it's
painted
orange.
like a
yeah.
skunk.
And
Painted like a
Mossman
skunk.
is Beastman, but he's been dipped in flock.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I hated just touching the Moss Man action figure. I was like, ugh.
Dipped in flock.
Yep, Dipped in Flock. That's my band's name, by the way. So check it out.
That's the name of the episode.
And
I was going to say, that's a perfect
Excelsior.
Dipped in flock.
Excelsior.
You can't send a Death Star out into a big ass galaxy. One Death Star for
Nope.
an entire fucking galaxy.
You need a fleet.
You build a fleet of them. It makes sense.
The only way fear is going to keep the local systems in line is if they have reason.
Exactly.
Because if you got to send it from one solar system to another to blow shit up, it's going to take a while. You'd be like, we
Yeah.
can rebel for weeks and then straighten up before that Death Star. Gets
Exactly. You think the United States Air Force is only building one F-22
No.
Air Raptor? I mean, like, which is
They haven't finished one yet.
shut up, shut up, shut up. You don't talk about. You don't get to say that.
I've read about it.
I
love reading about
That is too much plane.
That is a lot of plane.
It's a lot of
Well, they
plane.
tried to use the same plane for 3 different
Listen,
military forces.
Listen, okay. It is the bet. If we go to war today,
I hope not.
which I hope not either.
Why is the Air Force flying dinosaurs? That's what I want to know.
It's the Raptor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a great plane.
Raptor means bird.
No other. That's the top plane right now.
Is that the one
top fighter?
that they can't fly because the pilots pass out because of the G's?
It's too much plane for a man. But no, they're working
Then
on
how
it.
is it the best?
Because no,
They're still working on the
Sounds like
software
kind
to fly
it
it.
sounds
though.
like the worst if the dude
I
driving
thought-
it
No,
passes
honestly-
out.
What I'm getting from this is that it's too much of a G thing.
Well, see,
Baby.
I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not blaming the Air Force for this. I'm blaming Lockheed Martin for this.
okay. No, but
Okay.
Blaming the frailty of humans.
As the Martin of Lockheed Martin.
You fleshy meat puppets, you can't fly this plane.
Those pilots are pussy.
no, but honestly, if you put they've done this. They've taken F-16s to put they've taken a fleet. We'll just use like 3 to 4 or 5 F-16s and put them against one Raptor. Raptor takes them out.
Well, that's common
tell the
sense.
pilots pass out.
Air
I saw
superiority.
Jurassic Park too. Raptors do.
You take-
Shut up!
You take six.
God damn it!
You take 6 chickens against a velociraptor. It's all over.
Oh yeah.
I had no
We're
idea.
not talking about Chris Pratt with raptors and dinosaurs and motorcycles.
If you take 2 F-16s and weld them together, is there an F-32?
God damn it!
I didn't know I'd opened such a big deal
Why doesn't
with
the Air
this
Force use blimps anymore?
God damn
F-22
it.
stuff.
They call them dirigibles.
Yes. Air superiority through dirigible.
Excuse me, get that combat dirigible Aerolithy again.
I just want to know why they don't use Blue Thunder or Airwolf anymore.
Because Roy Schreider won't let them.
And Louis Gossett Jr.
We're going to need a bigger
pass
plane.
away.
But you know who will let them use this car? Stringfellow Hawk.
Oh.
You just got to find his mesa or his butte that he hides that in.
You know who could fly a Raptor? Iceman.
Wait,
Which one?
He can fly anything.
are we talking about?
Oh, from
I think he's talking
Top
about Top Gun.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He'll fly anywhere with you.
Not Maverick. He's too busy jumping on couches.
What would be your call
Not
sign,
Goose. He's dead.
Call signs? We're
Yeah.
thinking of call
Spoiler
signs?
alert!
Yeah.
Jesus.
Call signs?
Don't give away spoilers on the
Sorry.
show.
I think that movie's as old as I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, Goose may still be alive. I don't know.
Well, but are you
They're
talking-
making a sequel.
Are you talking Goose from Top Gun or Goose from Mad Max? Because I'm pretty sure he was actually the Orongus.
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
I'm talking Mad Max.
All right.
It's going to translate it into what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Point is, Lockheed Martin needs to get their crap together.
Yeah, we need
With
slower
robots.
planes.
With robots.
You know,
Yeah.
we need planes too slow to fly. That would stop war.
No, we need jets flown by dinosaurs.
That's called a dirigible.
That's called a car, you asshole.
Well, yeah, because if we had an air force populated entirely with cars, we could win this war against terror.
Nah, this car, this
I mean, they're using cars.
Cars versus planes? That doesn't make. That's like the whole Autobots Decepticon thing.
What
This
about a
is-
flying car?
Like Cars versus Planes. That's like the next Pixar movie. That's gonna be great.
That'd be dope.
This time it's personal.
It's like Dane Cook and Owen Wilson. This would be great.
No, the tagline
Yeah.
is "This time it's dirigible."
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you over here.
What if all wars were fought with blimps? Like
It'd be
instead,
a-
of, we
It'd be
just
very slow.
Slow
it's the
war.
slowest war of all
It'd
time.
be a cool looking war.
Every steampunk aficionado in the world would say, "Told you." Now give me
See?
my goggles and my gear watch. I'm ready to fight for the
See,
Empire.
give me my goggles and my. See?
And my timepiece or whatever. I don't
Dude,
know.
Hot Topic stock would go skyrocket.
Oh my god.
Get my harpoon gun and trench coat, you harlot. It's time to fight for Queen and Country.
Think of how many top hats they'd sell.
And,
I know.
And Rocketeers and shit.
Yeah.
We're going to war.
My dirigible is shaped like a top hat.
Another 62 days will be over Germany.
and they won't hear us coming.
I could have swore turkeys could fly. Oh, wait.
Are we up high enough? Yes. Don't worry, their catapults can't reach us.
They're sitting there they're eating dinner and here.
Set forth my Batman!
The dirigibles, they're upon us. We got half an
These
hour.
are mannequins. They're here. Get to the blimps.
We're going to war. Load up 3 months worth of provisions into the blimp.
And now, Lieutenant, fire forth my fiery Batman.
We need to rise. Dump the septic tanks.
Load the ballistas. Load the ballistas.
Load the ballasts.
Climb, Lieutenant.
Ballasts.
They're shitting on us!
Climb, Lieutenant. That young one has a BB gun.
Turn starboard.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh shit! They hit a bullet.
But they hit it just right, so it just flies around like
We're
a
gonna hit
balloon.
the ground sometime tomorrow.
Everybody in a calm and orderly fashion, make your way to a slide.
Goodyear stock goes through the roof.
We're back in business, folks.
We got the open beta for Overwatch.
How much do I have to pay for that?
This one's open, so it's free.
Okay.
That's the new competitive shooter from Blizzard.
God damn it.
So,
Oh.
Yeah. It's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, that trailer gave me an aneurysm. And then a ragegasm, and then a joygasm.
Wow.
Seriously, like in 20 seconds, I was
like
just
all the
I was
gasms.
leaking
That's
out
a-
of every orifice.
So get on and check
Bomb
that
bomb.
out. It won't cost you anything. And then also coming out on Tuesday is Battleborn, which is very similar to Overwatch, but a little bit more. It's first person, but there's also some MOBA elements
Yeah.
where you escort your little guys to the other base and try to get them to kill
What I-
things.
what I love
and it's
about-
competitive.
What I love about Overwatch is it's almost like Blizzard was watching Riot and watching League of Legends and
Yeah.
then decided, let's see what we can do
Yeah,
with lots and lots of World of Warcraft money.
so they got a pile of that.
Yeah.
Battleborn's made by Gearbox, the same guys that did the Borderlands games.
Love
Those
Borderlands.
games are so good. So check those out. That's it.
Shannon had a question about his favorite video game.
Oh, what's
What was that?
The what's the one with the round
Katamari Damacy. When are we getting another one of those?
Oh, dude, they're not making any more of those.
Yeah, you can only.
Why do I live in this fucking world?
You can only roll. You can only roll up so much shit.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about a new Katamari game.
Remember that part? Remember that part where you got to roll up the fucking cosmos?
I never got that
The
far.
planet. Oh, I did.
He was good at it.
Remember all the cats?
I have
All you had
finished.
to use was one joystick.
That's why he was good at it.
All the cats would
I
get
have
upset
finished 2 games in my life.
Katamari is one of them.
Well, actually, all the Katamaris
Okay.
and Metal Gear Solid 2.
You finished Metal Gear Solid 2?
Really?
Yeah, on the PlayStation.
I would have thought.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I would have thought
Really?
Wait, no, Metal Gear.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still,
And then Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, and I was like, oh my god, my hands don't work.
I'm still kind of impressed. That
He was
game
off the
took
coke
all the
by that
buttons.
point.
Well, I'm kind of curious about the second half of his question. Is
okay. What?
how each of you came together as a group?
We've answered this.
Yeah,
but
we
it bears,
did.
it bears answering
We can
again.
we can reset it though.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna reset. We're gonna get different people to play us.
Yes.
We can retcon. We can retcon.
Reboot. Retcon.
Let me start because, like, okay, so I came together with you in high school, and you called me fucking
Clean boy.
Clean boy.
Yeah.
And then
I was
started.
mean. I was, I seriously, because I look back on this and I realized
No,
that technically I bullied you. I was mean to you
Yeah.
because I was a year. You were when I was a senior and you were a junior. I picked on you mercilessly.
Shannon's like,
Yeah, but I didn't give a fuck.
Well, no, but you were really, and it was jealousy because you were really good with ladies. Shannon had.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Shannon had all the theater girls lined up, basically, and I would walk by and I'd be like, I'm basically the brooding doom lord, and I'm thinking all these chicks should love me. No, they're lined up for Shannon.
No, they were all about Shannon.
And then one day,
then he blew it.
I think
I was all in my pink.
November. His pink Izods. He loved Izods.
That's right. I remember that.
But one
You
day,
wore Izods?
oh yeah.
No, I did. I had
wore
like no,
Izod.
I didn't have
You wore-
Izods because I couldn't afford that shit.
Oh, you had those Huntsman spectaculars.
you did.
Actually, there was a lot of stuff that I would buy.
It was
from-
like crocus shit.
But you wore the leather jacket over it. You had the biker jacket over it.
Yeah. Well, I remember in my senior year, he's a junior, and I'm looking all over the building for my girlfriend, and she's gone. And I'm like, about
vagina.
about 1:30 in the afternoon, she shows up, and I'm like, where you been? And it's like, oh, I decided to skip class and hang out with Shannon at a record store. I'm like, fucking Barnson, clean
Well, there
boy.
we go.
I'm coming for you. No, but we ran into each other about a year later, and you moved into the pink house, and we've been
Yeah, we
super
totally
fucking
made
tight ever
friends.
since. Yeah. I go hang out with you at the taco maker, and then you introduced me to Carrie, and
Yeah. So and the way I met Carrie is, 15 years old,
Yeah.
calling into Radio from Hell as
Shannon the
Shannon
Amazing
Amazing
Sewer Boy.
Sewer Boy.
And he would tell us stories about his superhero exploits, about his
And I'll
power.
tell you what,
You know.
even at 15, way funnier than fucking Kyle Brown.
Yes.
you know what's the start? You know what's the
I
start?
don't know.
Shots of
I don't know
fire.
why that's funny.
Shots of fire.
Why is that funny? I don't know.
I remember laying there in bed with my ex-wife and listening to Radio from Hell. So I'm like 19, and I'm listening, and you're calling in, and you're fucking killing it. And I'm like, I'm going to call in as Captain Magna, your nemesis.
Yes.
And that's it's Jesus.
Threw him right on.
Yeah. That was great.
Oh, it was awesome. And then I started hanging out with Shannon because he ran away from home or some shit.
And
Let's go hang out.
and every
But one
20-something
time I ran away from home because like, fuck you people.
every 20-something DJ needs a 15-year-old to crash on his couch.
I couldn't. I can't explain my
You saw the
my behaviors.
You saw the future.
I must have.
Yeah.
I must have.
Yeah.
Because I was on my first marriage at that time.
No, and I would call Carrie. She's like, God damn, this is like do. That's how you have to call it back then.
That's right.
Yeah.
Touch tone
And
phone.
I'm just like, oh God, these fucking people in West Valley, I can't fucking stand it.
And I'd go, well, come on up.
Come on up.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Lee's Mongolian Barbecue.
In Ogden. Well, and I remember when we started hanging out, the three of us started hanging out, it was because Carrie was going through chemo. He had just had some surgery, and you were told specifically not to make him laugh.
No,
and so
I was.
Well, it should be. I never went through chemo.
You didn't go through chemo. You had the surgery.
But
Okay.
but I had the surgery and I was on the recovery, and Shannon was essentially banned.
I was
believe,
banned.
from my hotel room. Or
No,
hotel.
from your apartment.
My hospital room and my apartment.
it was actually your apartment that I was banned from.
Yes,
Because-
because I had left my wife at that time.
And your girl at the time was like,
Sonia, yeah.
she's like,
you can't come over.
you can't come over anymore because you make him laugh too hard,
and he's going to rip his stitches.
He's going to slip.
I have a horrible scar.
Yeah.
To this day.
Because you got cut from stern to.
I blame its width partially on you.
Girth. So, but I will remember these words for the rest of my life. You said to me one day, I'm going over to Carrie's. I've been put on probation. I haven't been allowed in several weeks. I need you to come and stop me from making him laugh. And so I'm standing next to you, and it was Christmas time, and the Christmas tree's up, and we're all talking, and Shannon's like he's trying to behave himself, but you're just starting to giggle because you know what's coming. And so I'm starting to say the most morbid shit in the world to try to stop this shit from going. And of course, you start laughing your ass off.
Yeah.
And we've been inseparable ever since.
And then I left.
Yeah.
But then we took this. Well, this was a regular thing, and then we'd say, well, let's put it on the fucking radio, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we did Geek Show on the radio for 4 or 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
On an as-needed basis, because that was before it was mainstream.
We talk about the beginnings of Geek Show was going to Indian food buffets and just bullshit and riffing on The Simpsons and Deep Space Nine for hours every Saturday, and then going on a toy run.
And that's what the show became essentially, just on the radio on an as-needed basis before it was mainstream.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about your scar.
Well, I do like the part that you
I'll show
managed
you
to tag your name, your initials, right on that wide part.
No,
that's why I won't take my shirt off.
I guess to the next generation of what happened.
Geek Show, the next
well,
generation.
there you go.
No, it wasn't.
TNG. No, seriously.
You're on the next generation.
You guys were the first. No, I
Yes,
think I'm the first, or you guys are the first. I'm the second. I think these two are probably third generation.
No, they're still second.
And so
You got to go 20 years for a generation.
yeah, maybe. But
All right.
Yeah.
We're the millennials.
But what I did was, it's one of my favorite stories to tell because I attribute Bill Murray to why I'm here nowadays. Is I was writing for Slug Magazine, still do. Mm-hmm. They were like, "Do you want to write a story for a movie called Get Low?" Great movie.
Which is a great movie.
Yeah,
by
it's a
the
great
way.
movie. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's Robert Duvall and Bill Murray and Lucas Black, I think his
Probably.
name, from the Fast and Furious movies, whatever. And so I go, I'm super excited, and like 20 minutes before the interview, they're like, "Oh well, Bill Murray slipped in the ice up in Park City, and he hurt his leg, so he's not coming."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Great." So I'll interview Lucas Black and the director and whatever. Upstairs was an open bar. We're talking like noon.
Yeah.
Which is not.
Yeah.
That's us. And so I go sit, and I'm like, I need a drink because I was going to interview one of my icons. To this day, I've not interviewed. I mean, I thought for Jungle Book I might get him. Didn't get. I still have not talked to Bill Murray. All of a sudden, a man in a fedora sits next to me. It's Carrie. And we start talking, and we're like, "That's bullshit." You know, like, why can't Bill Murray learn how to walk in the goddamn ice?
Because you're both there for the same reason.
Sure,
Yeah.
Bill
Now we're
Murray.
prepared to interview Bill Murray.
And so we start talking, and then Carrie says, "Do you know Jeff Weiss?" I go, "Yeah, I know Jeff. Like, you know, we didn't do Big Movie at the time. We knew of each other." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, you should come up to the basement if you want to watch Geek Show sometime." And like, well, I don't know, 2-3 weeks later, give or take.
Well, Jeff vouched for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's not going to steal from me, I promise. So
Little did he know.
I've stolen so much. So I go up there, and then a former panelist had to go do a baptism. And you asked me you go, "Jimmy, you want to come on the mic?" I was never there to be on the mic. And then that day since, I never got off.
Well, no, the first time you were on
Well,
the
I've gotten
mic,
off a lot, but
the
still.
the first time you were ever on the mic was in San Diego.
That was San Diego. That was the years before.
Yeah.
But this was different. This was something that, and then for like, I remember like 2 or 3 months, like you kept saying, "You want to come up again?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not? These guys are great." And then it was Catherine Ulrich who goes, "Are you just a panel member now?" And I go, "I don't know.
I hope
I'm just
so.
gonna
I know
keep
that feeling."
coming."
And here's the thing about Bill Murray, is that after that day,
Yeah.
it was like a day or so later, I was getting on a plane and going to California,
You told me this, yeah.
and fucking Bill Murray
Was on the plane?
was not on the plane, but he stuck his head into the plane, just and like looked down the row, you know,
Yeah.
and he's wearing his stupid fucking hat, and he just That's fucking Bill Murray. and he's just kind of looking around, and he waves and disappears.
You know
what? You know what he
Why
waved?
the fuck could Bill Murray just do whatever the fuck he wants? Because he's Bill Murray.
Bill
right?
Murray.
Bill
That's
Murray
just like
is-
his French fry story.
Yes.
He's my white whale. Like
He's my white superhero.
like if I ever get a junket with him on it, he's gonna disappear.
And then Tony was an intern at the radio show.
Yep.
For a while.
Summer of 2009, I believe.
Wow.
And
holy shit, we've been doing this for so
and
long.
so I
Very long
interned. I
time.
interned for that summer. Had a great time.
and then
Went back to school to finish my bachelor's.
Yeah. And then
Came up and interned for Jack FM.
Yes.
Back when Jack FM was
Yes.
there.
Oh boy.
And then
No, I call Jack FM the station killer.
Yeah.
yeah, it is essentially. And then our other producer went away, and I was like, fucking Tony. You know, it just made sense.
And we've been saying fucking Tony ever
Fucking
since.
Tony.
Right?
No, like-
Right? And I said, yes, I will.
And then Jay,
yeah, I owe to 5 people.
Oh, okay.
5 people were instrumental in me being on Geek Show.
Because I was trying to get you on the show for the longest time, and it was like the schedules just weren't working.
Right. Well,
you know?
what had happened? Okay.
Well, Whitney Houston died, so we had to go.
Well,
with
there was
you.
that.
God damn it. No, I was.
You're not hitting it.
I was originally scheduled to do a show at Wise Guys on August 28th of 2012, and then all of a sudden, that show got bumped up, and I D.L. Hughley, who's one of the kings of comedy, and
Hughley.
Hughley, D.L. Hughley,
Funny
Jesus
motherfucker.
one of my favorite. Yeah,
He's funny.
He was supposed to headline that weekend, like August 8th or some shit.
Funny guy and an awesome liberal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesomely
That's why I love it.
seriously, he's very funny.
That's
very,
why I love him,
Very
yeah.
intelligent comedian. And he, all of a sudden, he canceled at Wise Guys. He had to cancel because he had a book dropping. And a book being released. And so Keith Stubbs calls me and says, hey, we're going to take your show on August 28th and bump it up to the first weekend of August. Anthony Jeselnik, yes, now has your show on August 28th. I had no choice. Like, Keith wanted to book Anthony Jeselnik, and DL canceled, so I had to fill in. And DL Hughley's opener, Steve Wilson, who's part of the DL Hughley show, which is a great morning show, came out, and to promote the show, it was me headlining with Steve Wilson, and we went on. Keith put me on X96, and I got a chance to hang out with X96, and
we started talking Deadpool.
Yeah, because I had a tank top on. And,
Yeah.
and
You had a Spider-Man tattoo?
You had your Spider-Man tattoo out.
And I was one of the few people to go, oh, Deadpool.
Yeah, and then I lifted up my tank top and showed off that I had a G.I. Joe Cobra Commander tattoo tattooed on my.
And I fell in love.
Yeah, and so and the listeners and the internet users were like, hey, you should get him on Geek Show.
That's
and
right.
then fast forward to March 20th of 2013.
That's 3 days after St. Patrick's Day.
Boom.
I was still probably sick.
Right on. I don't.
He was still green.
And so far I've already named out of 5: Kerry Jackson, D.L. Hughley, Anthony Jeselnik,
Wow.
and Keith Stubbs.
Wow.
But
You better mention your husband, you son
Nope.
of a bitch.
The 5th person, the most important person that really set this chain of motion into events, Lee George Cade.
Huh?
Motherfucker.
Because he loves his restaurant so much that he had to
That's
work.
right.
Yeah,
That was in the beginning days.
Yeah, the only reason why I got on this show at the first place was because Lee loves
He was
Frisch.
so busy. Yeah.
He was so busy
I
that he
didn't
had
have
to
a
work.
choice.
And he had to work the restaurant. And then I got the email from Carrie that says, "Hey, would you mind coming up?" And
It's my fault.
yeah,
No, I am kidding, Jay, because you have time to get modeling.
Well,
you
it's-
have
is like-
brought so much to the show, and just it's been wonderful to have you.
Well, he's
So
not-
I'm sorry you have to go to Hogwarts.
It's not like he's dying. He'll be back.
I know.
You know?
I know, but still, you guys are-
around voting time.
Yes, around election day.
I was
And
just like,
congratulations at All Knowing Suit. There might be tears.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
no, there won't be tears because I
cry all the
choose,
time.
I choose to celebrate this because I know now what Jay has set forward for his future. And this is a move to be celebrated because he's doing some right things strategically. So while we're going to miss him for the next half year or so, what he's doing is going to make his retirement a far better thing.
Indeed.
So
It's all for Loki Jr.
And also, I was gonna say,
we are so fucking proud of you for everything you've done and everything
Yes.
you're going to do.
and we have lost people, but you're coming back.
Yes.
So we're not
You
losing
know,
you. We're just misplacing you.
I'm not gonna cry because
I cry. I got all my tears out at Salt Lake Comic Con.
We're just we're lending you out.
You'll be back, but you didn't
be
name your
back.
goddamn husband as one of your
But,
five
but
influences.
Jay,
but that's fine.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
That's what divorce
well,
is for.
baby, you know,
Nuh-uh.
we got one of those House of Cards marriages.
Don't look at me. Don't.
Oh, he loves you like a shark loves blood.
But here's the thing, Jay. And I'm just gonna say this flat out.
Oh,
I'm gonna miss you personally.
yes.
But not
I'm gonna miss-
professionally.
I'm gonna miss you professionally, and I'm just gonna fucking miss you.
Oh,
Oh.
let's raise one.
Raise an
one
empty
up.
glass to Jay.
Raise to Jay. He'll be back, and he'll check in every now and then. He will, through letters or video or some kind of communique.
Yeah, I'll send postcards.
But you'll be back.
I'll send nude photos to Jimmy.
Periscope.
But I'm gonna say this: when you move back to Salt Lake City, I want to know where the fuck you live.
Oh, no, none of us know.
I know.
None of us know.
None of us know where you live.
I know
fucking
that.
Batman.
What? No, you do
There's
not.
no excitable.
Wait a second. Excitable James.
Excitable James knows exactly
You do
where I
not
live.
know
Do
where
you
live.
really?
Swear to God.
Do you, Jay?
Okay,
So
and we're
let's
not-
get
We're not.
another.
Motherfucker, do not.
We won't put on the mic. We won't
No,
put
no,
on the mic.
no. The
You
fact,
stop that sexy dance and come tell us where he lives.
the fact that Excitable James knows, I just think we got to get another friend. I think we're done with
No,
Jay.
the fact is,
it's
I
hard
got so drunk that I had no choice but to show someone where I live.
to say
we
goodbye.
can't replace Jay. Where are we going to find
No.
another funny black guy in Utah?
Well, we won't. But
He's the one.
We'll get Carlos
He's the one.
Mencia.
The chosen one.
we're going to have some guests come in and keep your seat warm.
Yeah, of course. And I comprised a list.
And
You put together your replacement list?
Gina Barberi has already said she's going to come in and help when she can.
Oh, cool.
Which I love.
So that's great because
I say that's a permanent replacement. I think we just-
But honestly,
Jimmy, why are you so mad at me right now?
Because you didn't list him as one of your five.
one of the
Yeah.
five.
but Jay,
But
like,
I'm your husband.
But Jimmy.
Nope, we're done.
All right. First of all, there are five.
It's so hard.
There are 5 fingers that make a fist.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't want your fist.
Spousal abuse.
Jimmy, you are my fist.
Just
getting
tickle
weird.
it.
You are my powerful black fist.
I want you
getting
to
weird.
know. I want you to know. I'm going to hold your hand. I want you to know. I can hit your notes in that Whitney Houston
you
song.
can't.
Yes, I can.
You are my
Do it right
fist.
now, then.
All right.
No, I'm going to do it later while
Bullshit.
you're sleeping.
Okay. All right. Let's say goodnight. It's Jason Show.
Jason
Full Whitaker, drink Labaritas, lifting all the shit. Let's do it.
Lift more ham.
Nachos.
Mr. B, finish it out.
gonna miss you, Jay.
Oh, not a more ham?
Nope.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Thank you.